So what we want to do is we talked about have we talked about arithmetic operator, all those plus, minus, so and you know modulus operators. So if I say 10 modulus 2, what is going to give you?
10
Modulus 2,
10.
okay, 0. So when we talk about arithmetic operator, we talk about assignment operator, because I told you that assignment operator, if I said, I explained to you, we have this is just part of arithmetic operator equal to, right? But assignment operator, I told you that, let me say constant, um, let's create another file. Let's say test operator 2 or JS. So if I say, for example, if I say constant salary is equal to 200, if it is constant, I can't change this salary to be something else. If I say console.log salary, hmm, let me say node salary, sorry, node what? Operator 2.js. I want to run it. You see, it will give it, but I can't initialize it with that salary is equal to 5,000 again, because it is constant. If I do that, it will give me error. Okay. Can you see it? Assignment to constant variable. So you have to take note of all this type of error. When you say assignment to constant variable, you should know that it's something related to. So, but otherwise, if I change it to let, so which means that if this, we say salary is equal to this, and we now say salary is equal to what? 5,000. So it will be bearing the current value now. You say let work. So that's just different between. And another thing is, I told you that I can say salary plus, I say salary, if I say salary plus is equal to 5,000. What is the meaning of this? Have I taught assignment operator? So the meaning of this is salary is equal to salary plus 5,000. You understand? So if it means that the current salary is what? 200. It will now be plus what? 5,000. It's not going to give us 5,200. Can you see it? So if I put multiplication here, it's going to be salary times what? You understand? So if you multiply, can you see it? It gave us what? Like 100,000, which is 200 times 5,000. This, can you see it? So that is the difference between, that's a assignment operator they are talking about. They can put any sign here. They can put any arithmetic operator here. You understand? If you are working too, you can use it. If I put minus, you should know it's equal to what? If I put modulus, you should know that it is 200 modulus what? 5,000. You understand? If I put division, you should know what it represents. If I put plus, so I can put any arithmetic operator before the what? Equal to. You understand? So that is one you need to take note. I will forgot that we've covered all this one. We'll cover comment too. Uh-huh. No, no, it's not a must to write comment. You see now, I wrote comment that salary is equal to what? So that I'm trying to explain that the meaning of this one is what? This. Just for you to be able to, next time when you come across it, you'll be able to know that, okay, it's equal to, I can equally say that, okay, uh, same as salary is equal to, it's just for you to be able to understand the line of code. But if I decide not to put something here, it doesn't have any mean effect. But next time when you come, when you want to remember what is the meaning of this, you will not be able to remember. You have to be cracking your brain or you watch the video. So that is the essence of the what? Comment. And this is just one line comment. One line comment. There are, let me see. Aside from that one line comment, there is also multiple line comment. Let's see. This is one line. That is just one line. Look at multiple line comment. If you put this, you can put this. So let me show you multiple line comment. In the line of code, let's say I want to give the summary of everything I did in this file. I can put forward slash. You see forward slash, I'll put star. I come down, I'll put star, I'll put backward slash. I can put the code in this file explain assignment operators. You can put any arithmetic operator in between. You know, this is multiple line comment. I can come now. This is very useful. But if it is one line comment, it's going to be one line. Multiple line, remember that you are going to have this, then you are going to have this. So, which means that when you look at this, you already know what everything in this file represents. That is why we need comment.
Okay. And secondly, pertaining to the yes, I think they say we can do we can the output for JavaScript can be gotten in four forms.
In four
Four
form,
ways.
also.
Four ways. One, I think one is
No, just leave that one. See, that one is when we come to HTML. This what we are using now. The output is we are just using console log. That one document dot is just HTML, CSS stuff. But to know read JavaScript, we are talking about read JavaScript.
I can be using
Yes, can you see this one? The same as this one. That is multiple of. Anytime you see time two times, that is what multiple of something. You understand? That is x raised to power of what? Y. Let's try it. See. I say constant times is equal to 2 console.log time. So let's try this out. Can you see? Let me put it raised to power. That's 2 times 2 times 2. You understand? When you see this double times, because if I say times, otherwise it will give me 6. You understand? Let me try it. There is nothing like that. It's just 2. You understand? So these are just assignment operator, assignment operator, assignment. They say it's same as same as. Then there is one shift operator. You may not understand it now. I think I'm going to stop that. I'm going to quit that. There is a bitwise operator. This one is exponential. This and this, but I'm going to skip that. Then there is logical operator. I told you logical operator if you need and is this double this thing you use. You understand? If you use or is this. If it is this question mark is just maybe not. You understand? It's just like a not saying not. So if you come here and say let n, forget about all this. They are just trying to explain this. But the more we go, at a certain stage, we are going to come back to this. This. You understand? But you know this. Uh, where are those greater than, less than, equal to? Well, we come down back to them. You understand? We come back to them. So let me see. And I told you about data type that we have. Yes, we have string, we have number, we have big int. Big int is still number. They will just call it now. We have boolean, we have undefined, we have no symbol, we have object too as data what type. Those are the different type of data. Let me show you something. when we talk about data type. So what you need to know now is between today, don't do any other thing. Go and learn all this from here to hop. Go and revise them again. Don't watch any other video other than this. This is how you can progress. So I'm going to teach you data type now. Now, when you talk about data type, data type.js, let me give you an example. Let's write a multiple line comment. We start to explain the meaning of data, meaning of data type. So when we talk about data type, represent the type of data you want to use in your program. You understand? For example, if I say constant name is equal to, let me constant first name is equal to Ejide. You say anything double quote or single quote in JavaScript is a what? String. You understand? So I can now say the type of this data is what? Is string, right? The name you get to it, the variable name or the identifier is what? First name. You can say at times they call it what is the variable name, what is the identifier? It's what? You call it first name. But if it is this, I say salary is equal to 200, 2000. This type of data is big int. You understand? Okay. We can call it big int. But when it has this, we call it what? Double. But in JavaScript, we just call it number. We call them number. So we have string, we have what? Number. You understand? Yeah. So I can say constant age is equal to 20. It's equally a number, but we call it big int or int. Or let's call it int. You understand? Because it doesn't have decimal. When it doesn't have decimal, you call it int. When it has decimal, you can call it double. But they are both number. Do you get it? Constant, I can say is old man. I can say first. Just trying to say is he an old man? I just put this one is I'm the one giving this. I can say is a girl. Just trying to test whether it's a girl. You understand? It doesn't have anything to do with. Eh? I can say as entered. Maybe somebody has entered. Maybe it has entered. I can say okay whether it's what first. Anytime you see this one, you should know that this first is what the boolean. So I can say constant register date. I can say equal to new date. This is how to create a date. When you say new date, this is how to create a date. This one will give you current date and what time. This one is what a date. You understand? I can say address is equal to undefined. Undefined means that I didn't give it any value. It has no value. It has any this. Or I can say constant state is equal to no. That means I'm giving it no. I don't want to give it. You understand? Undefined means you don't have this thing. Now, I told you now we have what? String, we have number, we have this, we have boolean, we have no. Forget about symbol. Then I'm going to teach you the symbol. Now, a combination of two or more data type. You know, this is a data type, right? It is one data type. The data type here is what? String. The data type here is what? A number. Let's just call it number. This one is number two. This one is what? Boolean. This one is date. This one is address. You understand? But you know it's part. It's somebody. You understand? This is one person's record. You understand? So as when I want to create another person's record, and I don't want to. I say first name. Let me say constant last name. Let me put Odofin. You understand? This is somebody's record. And if I want to print it, I can say console dot what log first name. You know, if I say data type dot gs node data type dot gs, you see it brought first name to what today. If I put a register date, that is the date you register. Let's say console dot log register date. Hmm? It gave me current date and what time. Do you get it? You know, this is just normal thing. We print. But you know, there is what we call concatenation. What did I call it? Concat is it nation? So because now you print this, you don't know what it represents. Because you say I can put something and put plus. I can say first name. You understand? So if I print it now, so that I'll be able to see that okay, the first name, the value is what this. I can concatenate a string. I can concatenate it. So if you want to concatenate, you use this. You understand? Do you get it? Use plus operator. Use plus operator to what? Concatenate. For example, I can say constant full name is equal to first name plus what? Last name. So I can come here and print what? Full name. Do you get it? But if you join it together, can you see join Oyide together with what? Odofin. But I don't want it to be like that. So otherwise, I need to put space between them again. I need to put a string, empty string, so that it will now separate this Odofin. If you look at it now, can you see that there is? You understand? If it is, let's say I have other name constant, other name, I can say okay, other name is what? Timothy, right? You know, if I concatenate, I need to put empty string. And if I didn't put space, if I decide that other name, it will still join it together because this string doesn't have any space. Look at it. You see that you join it with what? Other thing. So with Timothy. So you have to put space here. You understand? But anytime you use plus operator, we use plus operator to concatenate. Concatenate means joining two or more things together. You understand? So I can come here and concatenate. You know, I just print it, but I can concatenate here and say full name. Sure, you get it. I put space here so that to not join it together. If I did not put space, you see, it's join it. But if I want space between there, I can say full name. Can you see it? That it gave me. So you know what concatenation represents now. And if I want to access this one alone, I can just say print what? I can say console.log what? Last, let's say last name. If it is first name, if it is age too, I say console.log what? Age. You understand? You understand? So, but there is a way we can combine all these things together to represent one person, and that is what we call what? Object. So me now, and anything in there is what we call object-oriented programming. You classify anything you are dealing with as what? As object. My hand now is an object. If I want to come out with every features in my hand, or we can say, okay, this is your glass now. This glass is an what? Is an object. We can say the color of the glass. We can say what again? The size of the glass. We can say okay, the amount, the price. You understand? We can say everything about this thing is an object. So this is an object. But instead of you writing them, you have to put them together. For example, let me say I'm a student, that this one belongs to a staff, right? I can decide to say, okay, constant employee. You understand? I'll not say equal to, I'll put this curly brace. Anytime you see this curly brace, you should know that this is what? An object. So now begin, I can say first name, I'll put this, and then I'll now say Oyegide. I put comma, then define another variable. Last what? Name. I put this. I'll now say okay. Other name. I put this. I put what? Timothy. I want to transform all these things into what? An object. I can say age. It doesn't matter the order. I say salary. I can say as entered. You understand? I can say register date. And I say name what? Let's leave address and this one. Do you understand this? This is what? An object. This person is what? An object. But how do we access an object? How do we access an what? Object? You know, if you want to access this variable, I can just access them by the name. I registered it. I say age, right? But if I want to access an object, I can say console.log, or let's say we want to get all the let's say Fumilayo, let's say Julie, let's say age 19, let's say this one is 200,000. You see now this data I can say is registered. You understand? You know this data is different from, let's say we want to print your age, you want to print your thing, I can say it's constant full name 2, because if I did not give it 2 to give, so you know I say first name dot this, so it's now going to be employee dot first name. That is how you access object. You use the identifier, the variable you give to an object. You now use dot operator, dot the key. In the object has two values. We have the key, we have the what? Value. This is another key, this is another value. This is another key, this is another value. So if you now want to get the value, you need to use the identifier or the give. You now need to say dot the key so that it will now give you the what? Value. Do you get it? I can say employee dot what? What is the key? What key did I want to say? Last name. I can say employee dot what? Other name. So if I console dot log full name, you see now that it will give me your own. Can you see? Formulario dot Julie. Can you see? If it is age I want to access, I can just go ahead and say console dot employee dot what? Age. Can you see it? It will give me the age, which is what? 19. You understand? There are two different ways to access an object. You see that I use this dot operator to access it. No, this is the first way. The second way is to use something like this. I forgot the name. I can say employee. You put this curly brace, you say age. You use this square bracket. Sorry, square bracket. You say age. But stick to this one for now. Stick to this one for now. You say employee dot what? Age. This is the one way to achieve it. Do you get it? If I say, oh yeah, create an object for you, let's say you want to create a software that you sell a product. You understand? And your product has it has a name, it has a price, it has a quantity, it has a date purchased. Eh? You understand? You can use it to create an object. So all you need to do is say constant product is equal to what? This. You just say name. I can say the first one is what? Price, right? I can say price, maybe 40,000. I can say quantity. I can say we have 500 bags. I can say date purchased. I can say okay, boyo onilara new date. Can you see this is what? an object. Anytime you see curly brace is an what? An object. So mostly in programming, we usually classify, we used to derive object from anything we want to create. And you cannot have as many objects as what? As possible. You think you derive, you think you identify, but one important thing is for you to be able to identify every property of an object. Property of this product is name, and the value is what? Price. Property is what? Price. Property is this. Property is this. So you can, here is the key. You can go ahead and say, oh, okay, maybe model. Because that is another property. If you are dealing with TV now, TV will have a model, it will have the size, it will have I can say 32 inches, I can say 48 inches. So mostly you will always think to identify every property or key of your object. So we are going to stop here.